Thank you for tuning in to Music Marvels with Achickwitbeatz Breezy Gipson. We're so excited to have you with us. We've got a fantastic show lined up with the one and only Tina Mazyck coming up soon.
This is very, very exciting. We go way back, and so we're glad to have that evolution come all the way back around.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, keep it locked. We're going to return with that really, really hot interview. But before that, we're going to break into some beats produced by yours truly. Stay tuned. All right, we're so excited. We have Tina Mazyck with us in the virtual building. It's been a long time, but she's been a Music Marvels guest before, and we're so excited to have her. How you feeling?
Oh, so excited. Everything is going really nice, so I can't complain about anything.
Great. So why don't you give the listeners a little bit of background about who you are, who is Tina Mazyck, how did you get into music, and all the beautiful stuff that we already know. But yeah, just fill them in a little bit.
Okay, so I'm an R&B singer. I'm indie. I'm kind of like branching off a little bit into like a little bit of dance as well. And I'm a songwriter as well. And I've been, just doing my thing. And, it's been about 4 years that I've been making music now, 4 or 5 years now. And I feel like I've really my style developed. It changed a little bit, but I'm doing really good. And people are a lot of people now, before when I first started, everybody was just watching, but now a lot of people, they want to work with me. When I first did the interview with you guys, I was just kind of starting out, but now it's completely different. I'm sorry.
That's so beautiful. Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have seen, but I've gotten onto the charts in the UK. I came out with an EP June 21st. I dropped a 6-song EP, and one of my songs called Rewind got onto the charts at number 3 in the UK. And yeah, and I don't know, it's they love me in Europe. It's so funny because it's so cool though. So I have a lot of, I have the UK London connection now going on. I'm collaborating with a whole bunch of artists, DJs over there now, and they're real big into soul and stuff. I didn't know that before, but it's really, it's really taken off, and I'm doing pretty well now. Got some deals. I'm not signed yet. I want to continue being independent because I'm kind of like a control freak. I like control, and I like a lot of ownership of myself. So I'm still independent, but there's a company, a distribution company that I'm in the works with, signing with them. They'll help me, distribute my music and do all of that stuff, marketing, all of that, and plus more. But that's also in the works as well. So all of that has been happening. Yeah, I have a manager and a co-manager now. It's going pretty well.
That's amazing. That's the stuff we love to hear, right, Breezy?
That's right. Planted the seed, watered the seed, cultivated the seed, and now it's blossoming. So that's a great thing.
Right.
Yes, I'm pretty happy for that. And I'm still writing my music. I'm just really thankful and grateful that I could, make music down in my basement and put it out to the world, and then they love it, and they're like, wow, where did you, it's really nice.
Yes, that's so beautiful. So it sounds like the U.S. just needs to get hip to the magic that is Tina Mazyck.
I'm trying to, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's a lag time. I don't know, but.
Yeah, no, that's not on you. That's on everybody here. You're doing what you need to do, obviously. If you're charting, that just means everybody else just needs to get a clue. So yeah, keep doing what you do. That's beautiful.
Yeah, you know what they said? They said that, in the UK, you'll do better there. They say US artists, they sometimes break over there first. They said because they're more accepting, and they're more, I don't know, it's just a thing that just happened. But I was put onto that when my song got onto the charts. I was just like, how did it get in the UK? I'm confused. But so they said it'll start, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. Take a minute and do a background on Josephine Baker. Okay, Josephine Baker. We're going back to the 1950s, the 1960s, and once you see the story of Josephine Baker, then you get a little bit of a feel as to what's going on with that. And yeah, they do hold their arms open and lots of love for American entertainers in the UK.
I'll definitely check that out. Check her out. Yeah, I had no idea, but they are so supportive. Oh my God, they're so cool. I had no idea. I mean, because I'm in the U.S., so I don't know. We're like,
Right.
So, but I'm telling you, like, I literally didn't know when my song hit the charts or anything, and I got a lot of Facebook notifications from people, and I saw it way later because I don't really go on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. So when I got onto Facebook, I saw like 66. I had 65 notifications, and I'm like, what is this? And I look at it, and I'm getting tagged from all of these DJs with these charts and stuff. People saying all this cool stuff. They're like, we're playing Rewind from Tina Mazyck. This should be a #1, blah, blah, blah. All this. I'm like, what? So cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Man, that just makes me so happy to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And from that, everything just like, everything is starting to, snowball now, and everything is, picking up. And I'm still making music. I'm making another single. Yeah, it's going great.
Awesome. Can you give us a little bit more information about the single that you got coming up?
I actually just started working on the single like 2 days ago. But I write fast. When I write music, I write really fast because, I used to write slow, but that's not really a good way for me. As I've gone on, I started, getting faster because you have to like catch it. Like when you're in the moment, when you're hearing the beat, that's when the best stuff comes. So I do it. I'll take like a couple of hours or a day or two. So pretty much the song is about 95% complete.
Okay.
The next couple of days I'll go in and tweak some things, but it's a dance song. I'll tell you that. It's not like completely pop though. It's not pop or whatever. It's like more like down. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a chill. It's like chill dance. I'm still singing. You still hear my R&B hints in there, but it's just a little bit more like, uppity. And I'm kind of upbeat. I'm kind of like, trying to like branch out a little bit because I like that type of music too.
Yeah. Okay. You speaking my language right there. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah. And I'm thinking of making another R&B track as well, I want to do an acoustic one. So I'm now working with this artist. He's from London, and I checked out his music, checked out his page, and he's so dope. He makes, oh my God. So anyway, we started working together a couple of days ago. So yeah, we're gonna collaborate, and I'm gonna do a down-tempoed acoustic track. Shoot a nice simple video for it. It's gonna be really nice.
Awesome. I'm so excited about this. Aren't you, Breezy?
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, and hey, that transgression, the transmission, it's coming from one to the next level, and here we go. A few bits later, and then hey, this thing's got momentum. And the momentum didn't come just because you snapped your finger. The momentum came because you cultivated, you worked on this. And so now you're beginning to see the beginning of the fruit.
Right. I've been working, Breezy. I've been working, y'all. This whole pandemic, oh my God. I was like, we can't go outside. I was kind of bummed, but it's just like, you know what? That's all right. That's all right, because I got a lot of things that I want to do. I got a lot of music that I need to put out. So I cranked it out. I was in that basement every, like, if not every day, every other day, working on my EP. And I was just trying to finish.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to finish because I wanted it in time for the summer. So, yeah.
Well, share with our listeners a bit about, how great you feel, or how great it is to be able to have the proper equipment that fits what you're trying to do, that allows you to be like a stowaway in the basement, and that's your own environment. And, so that's a good thing that okay, now how did you pick what you're using that's making that flow to go so easy?
So, all right. So pretty much, I'll tell you the process of how I make some of the music, right? So pretty much, I either have a producers contact me, or one of my close friends, my producer guy, he'll send me some beats. He'll send me some music. He already kind of knows my style a little bit, so he'll send me something like that. So it'll 9 times out of 10, it'll click. Then I also go onto YouTube and I find, now this takes longer though, but I'm telling you, I'll be working. I look like I look, sometimes it takes weeks and weeks and weeks to find the perfect beat, but once I find that perfect beat, that's it. So literally, I have all the music already, just right into an MP3. Tap it onto my computer, and then I have my little studio in the basement. It's nothing fancy. The ceilings looks like falling apart. It's a real basement. But I have all the equipment. I have the microphone. I have the interface. It's a high quality microphone. And I got my headphones and everything. And then I have my computer and speakers. That's literally it. And then a little desk with a chair. And I just make music down there. And I'm very comfortable because, it's me. I'm by myself, and I'm just comfortable. If I vibe with it, yeah.
And you're in your own domain, right?
Yes. So I get to be as crazy and weird as I want to. Sometimes I get up and I be dancing in the mirror because I got a mirror right over there. I'm telling you, it gets crazy in there sometimes if I'm really feeling it.
Man, to be a fly on the wall, like you're painting such an image that I wish I could just be there to kind of envision it happening. That's so beautiful.
You know what? I'm going to actually record myself. I was already thinking about it too, putting a little camera and just recording the whole process and then posting it on Instagram so they could see. So y'all could see.
Yes, I would love that. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's how things are go. That's how it's pretty easy to, create once you have the beat and everything for you. Today is really easy to make music. It's pretty easy. Yeah. You just need a microphone and a beat.
Right.
And the desire.
Yeah.
And the what?
The desire.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Of course. Yes.
So, if you could give us a little bit of background. So, of course, me and Breezy know, and some of our returning listeners know, but if you could give the new people who have joined us a little background on where you're from and actually what Mazyck means, because that's a really, really interesting story that I think everyone would love to hear.
Oh, Mazyck. Mazyck means, well, I have to, get the proper translation. But first of all, my last name is from my dad, and I don't know where he got his last name from, but it's Dutch. It's a Dutch name, and it's in there's different translations for it, but the one that is like popular is that it's unique. Mazyck means unique. Mazyck means unique. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Untouchable.
Right.
And I actually told my friend what my last name was. I was telling him when I was first starting my music, when I was starting my musical journey, he was like, "What are you gonna call yourself?" I'm like, Tina Mazyck. That's like, my real name is Christina, but everybody calls me Tina. It's my real name, pretty much. So he's like, "What's Mazyck?" And I'm like, it means unique. And he's like, actually, in my language, Mazyck means music. So I'm like, what? And he's like, it means music. But it's like a different spelling. I don't know. But
yeah, that's
I
amazing.
thought that was pretty cool.
That's all right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you could let us know, like, what you got coming up in the pipeline. I know you gave us kind of a glimpse into that and the EP that you're working on, but, you know, just maybe, I don't know, within a year, kind of glancing towards the future, if you could give us a little more insight into what you got going on in the works.
Well, when the pandemic is over, I want to start performing. I want to start performing now, but we can't. So within a year, obviously performing bigger shows and stuff. I want to have a couple of more singles released. And I definitely want to be on tour. I'll probably be on tour. I'll probably just be touring because I'm going to make a whole bunch of music. I'll probably even do another EP. So for now, it'll just be singles. And then I'll do an EP after. So it's, you know, kind of to help me gain the momentum, the singles. And yeah. So touring, the whole nine, and even going to Europe too. I'm going to Europe, y'all.
Okay. Make it happen.
Yeah. So the company that I'm going to start working with, I have not signed this. You know, you guys are the first to hear, because I don't really like to talk about, you know, myself too much to everybody, but I'm telling you guys. So the first time, I have not started with them yet because I have not signed anything. They're a distribution company, and they pretty much want to take me on. So when they do take me on, I've already given them some of my music that I'm not going to be releasing like 2 of my songs. I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place. There's so much. So let me back up. So they have 2 of my songs right now. They don't want me to release it. They would like to help me release my music into Europe. They want to put it all over Europe. They want to help break me fully in Europe with those 2 songs that's unreleased, right? After I sign with them. Then they want to do a whole album with me. They're talking about no less than 12 songs. So I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, they just want to take me under their wing, and then they just want to help just do everything. And the cool thing about it as well is that they're acting like a partner. So it's more so like a partnership. And you know how I said that I like to own a lot of, you know, more percentage, and I like to own more of my stuff. I like to stay indie. They're honoring that as well. So we're negotiating the contract right now. They said their percentage, but we came back with another percentage to help me get more. So I own a lot. I have 70% so far of the song that we're gonna release. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, so, what a blessing.
Yeah. So just in case, for any listeners out there that might not recognize how big of a deal this is, if you're going to sign any kind of a deal, just like she said, it's best to stay indie, but distribution deals are totally different. And so, you know, with a lot of the major labels and stuff and people that we're used to seeing, so like I use Cash Money as an example, Master P's label and all of that, you get to maintain, your ownership of your music, but the distributors just take a small percentage in order to make sure that you get to all the markets that your music should be in. So what she just said is monumental. So this is an awesome deal. You want to make sure that you follow everything that she's doing, because she's about to be major in all these markets and still maintain most of her ownership.
Yeah, don't sign unless you're getting a big a nice percentage. You want to have a good percentage of your stuff.
Yeah.
Especially if you're creating it.
Right. School them. Yeah. That's awesome. We're so excited for you. And we thank you for, letting us share this information with our audience first. So yeah, we got the exclusive right here on Music Marvels. Right, Breezy?
Yeah, you did.
Tina, your spirit is really royal. Not everybody comes through with a royal spirit like that. So, we're wishing the best for you. Hey, we're right here. If anything that we can ever do to put your music out or play it or whatever, photos or whatever you want, hey, we go way back, so we're right here. All right.
Right.
Yes, we go way back. And I want to thank y'all for always, supporting me. Y'all supported me from the beginning. And I want to tell y'all something too. When y'all first interviewed me, I was really happy. That was my second, you guys were my second interview. And I was so happy, and I was like, oh my God, they're supporting me. And now you guys are still here, so I'm happy. Thank you.
Hey,
yeah, we're here for you, and we'll continue to be. So, if you ever need us, all you got to do is reach out. Yes. Yeah, thank you. So, if you could let the listeners know everywhere that you want them to follow you, music platforms, social media, whatever you got, now's the time to drop it, because guess what? You guys are going to want to keep up with what she's doing. You're going to be like, oh, you know what? I heard about her on Music Marvels. Well, she's blowing up and she's all in your feeds everywhere.
You know what? Have y'all ever heard of Color Studio? I'm sorry, real quick. Have you ever heard of Color Studio?
I have not.
Oh, okay. I was going to say something, but yeah, I want to...
You still can.
Okay.
Yeah, enlighten us.
Well, yeah, I want to get onto Color Studio, because Color Studio, they love R&B acts and all of that stuff. So I want to be on Color Studio. So I'm sorry, I don't even know.
No, we appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just drop all my information. So I'm on Instagram at Tina Mazyck, TinaMazyck, and I'm also on Facebook at Tina Mazyck. I'm on YouTube at Tina Mazyck. What else do I have? Yeah, that's really all the social media. Oh, Twitter, Tina Mazyck 1. Yeah. So if you follow any of those, you'll find the rest of my information everywhere. I'm all over.
Awesome.
Just to reaffirm what I said earlier, and it's a royal time. You're a royal person. You got a royal spirit, and we're just, in the shadows, watching you, absorbing, and we're wishing you the best.
Yeah.
So, continued success.
Yes, thank you. And by the next time you guys interview me, I'm going to be so big.
Yeah. Don't forget us, because we definitely want to have you back. But yeah, we know you're going to blow up in the meanwhile. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.
What an incredible interview. I mean, her personality was just shining through. It was so great to have her back on and to hear about all the good things that she's doing.
Yeah, that's that effervescent tip. And, somebody comes on the scene that's bubbly, somebody that's got a plan of action and excited to share what it is, that just transcends and it just manifests right over to our listeners.
Yes, indeed. So, really, really, really glad to have her back on. And yeah, that was just a great time. So, okay, now it's time to shift gears a little bit for industry news. One of the big developments that happened last week was L.A. Reid signed over his music catalog for 100% of the royalties to Hypnosis funds. They have been snatching up rights all over the place. And so, a lot of times you hear people say, oh, it's not really money in music anymore. That is not true. Because can you imagine, of course they didn't disclose the dollar amount, but can you imagine how much they would have had to give L.A. Reid for him to say, sure, you can have 100% of the future royalties of all of my production and writing credits?
Well, I cheer to that, but now there were some business dealings behind the scenes.
Absolutely. So yeah, it just lets you know that there is still money in this thing. So make sure that you got all your dots and T's, your paperwork filled out and all that. So that way, if that moment comes for you, you'll be ready to roll. All right, we're going to get back to the beats, and we'll return with more industry news right after this.
Okay.
And we're back. As far as music industry news, Warner Music Group has just raised over $250 million to be able to acquire more music. So just like we were talking about before the music break, it's still going on where these funds, these labels are trying to raise as much money as they can to kind of get their hands back on some of the rights that they had lost previously.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an everlasting thing coming from all different directions, and but at the end of the day, all of us got to remember that music is a business. It's not a hobby. There might be some people out there that look at it as hobbies, but at the end of the day, it's a business, and a big business.
True indeed. All right, we're going to get back to the beats, and then we'll have some more industry news when we return. And we are back. One thing that was pretty cool to me that I learned about since our last get-together last week, I'm not sure if you've seen him, Breezy, but there's a TikTok user that goes by Dogface208, and so he's just cooling, riding on his skateboard, drinking ocean spray, listening to Fleetwood Mac. And apparently their streams went up. It generated over 36 million ever since his TikTok went viral. And I've also heard that Ocean Spray has sent him like a huge amount of free cranberry juice for the free promotion.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing how that turned out. I'm asking for everybody to check him out, check out his story and how that happened. And, it's a great success story. That can happen to any one of us at any time, bringing that positivity like that, coming from your own creativity. Okay, so nobody told him what to do. He did it on his own, and bam, here you go. And so he's benefiting from it, and that company's benefiting from it also.
Indeed, indeed. Another thing that I thought was kind of interesting is that Universal Music Group has confirmed that they will be launching an initial public offering in 2022, which means that they'll be going public. You'll be able to get stock, and so that was the last of the big three that we had been kind of waiting on. So keep your eyes on that if it's something that you're interested in. If you've been looking at investing, you know, there's a whole lot of other things to check out behind the scenes, but that's something that it's been rumored for almost a year that they were going to do it, but now they've confirmed that it is coming.
Yeah, well, you know, the stock market, okay, you know, a lot of our folks don't really delve in that because they don't know. And so you take your time and investigate it. Take some time and investigate because it might be a moneymaker for you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because, yeah, that's another thing to point out, too, is that they just announced for the third quarter of this year, they generated over $1 billion just from streaming alone. So, you know, it's been the pandemic. People have been spending more time at home or, you know, maybe doing other events that require them, you know, to have music to be a part of it. So, yep, just like you said, make sure you check it out. And, you know, we're going to get back into a little bit of music before we get ready to close out for the night. is that time. We thank you so much for hanging out with us. We can't wait to do it again next week, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're blessed to be in this spot right here because, we're in the epicenter. Folks keep rolling through and, we keep bringing them to you. And, hey, it's an awesome thing. So, hey, stay locked. We'll be back next week and with another power-packed edition of this show. So I can't wait.
Same here. So we'll see you then. Tune in, tell a friend. Peace.
Peace.